Hello, 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 and welcome back to Vault Hunters with me. I am OzoneB. In the last episode, we had a rather untimely demise, and I have been passing the time over here working in my new base area. It it looks very plain, and that's intentional. Because I don't care. I have a world building series where I am working on things that don't look bad, but I'm not going to worry about it for Vault Hunters. In this one, it's all about functionality first. And I think my little villager trade area here is coming along really well. I'm already full up. I could probably use a few more villager stalls, and I'll just have to dig out some area and make something else work. In the last episode, I ended off asking everybody what they thought about this Nether star crafting ingredient for the vault altar. I'm going to not worry about running any vaults or trying to complete this recipe during this episode and give people a chance to comment. If you haven't seen the previous episode, I think requiring another star for a level 2 vault is broken and unbalanced. But I want to see what other people think. Part of me feels like I should just creative in the Nether Star. Part of me says, yeah, that's the game. Suck it up, Buttercup, and go mining. Anyway, not going to worry about it in this episode. So after failing the last vault, I decided I needed a little help. And so that's today's project. We've got everything we need right here. Got it figured out yet? Well, we'll see when I'm done. Just need one of these. Boink. Here's a first glimpse while it's under construction. Maybe give you a little hint. I don't know. What have I been up to, huh? Can you guess? Just by the looks of this. Any ideas? If you guessed raid farm, you are correct. It looks absolutely pants. I spent absolutely no effort making the materials look good. It's just built using whatever I had on hand. Remember in the first episode we found the pillager tower and steered very clear of it. So knowing that there's a pillager tower, we can get the bad omen effect. And having a raid farm like this means we can get all of the totems that we want. I think that'll make a huge, huge difference to the vault. And I'm excited to give this a try. So let's see if we can go get Bad Omen. There he is. That's the real dude. There we go. Voluntary exile. Well, let's get out of here and see how well that raid farm works. And of course, with cleanse, I can get rid of the Bad Omen anytime I want. Okay, up here, yes, we should be out of the range of the villager, so we have not started a raid. Drop down this hole, and there's the raid started. Perfect. And go back up here, and now we should have all the dudes falling down here really fast. Uh-oh. Why are they not coming down? Must have blocked this thing somehow. That's weird. Oh boy, this will be fun. Oh gosh, there's Vexes. Ooh, better run away and let him despawn. And then we can come back and see what's going on. Let's see, put a block there for safety. And now we gotta move this sign up one block. It's a small thing, but it makes all the difference. Alright, now we're back here to try to get Bad Omen again. And try this out again. There's Flaggy. I see him. There we go. Got it. Now hopefully this time it works a little better. Who would have thought? One little old sign made that much difference. Alright, raid is starting. All right. You can see all of them spawning in, and boom, yeah, they're falling. Yay, good. And I'll just kill them all, because I don't want to take any chances. All right, what do we get? 4 totems already. Nice, nice. I hope the Ravagers will drop their saddles, though I'm a little afraid the lava's going to eat it up. But anyway, 4 totems. Oh, hey, I got some in my inventory. I got a potion of healing. Oh, that's awesome. I definitely want potions of healing out of this farm. Let's do that again. Boom! This farm is pretty amazing. This is a logical Geek Boy raid farm design. It's pretty darn amazing. Hero of the village. It just gave it to me. Do we get into saddles this time? But nope, no saddles. We're losing all the saddles to the lava. You know what? That's all right. Leather workers can make saddles. But this... yeah. I would like to get a lot more of those. Look at all those totems. Oh, this is beautiful. Got to do this some more. So after a few rounds of running the raid farm, maybe like 10 or 12, I got 5 healing potions. Now this is a pretty rare drop, I guess, all things considered, because you gotta hit the witches right as they have the healing potion in their hand and are trying to heal up. Nevertheless, 5 healing potions are really good for running vaults, right? I mean, we need those things, a lot of them, so I'm really glad to have the 5. Now I gotta boost them and etc., but this is well worth it. Say hello to my little friend, huh? This'll make a big difference when running the vaults, don't you think? I sure wish I had one on that last vault. I think it probably would have been everything that I needed in order to survive and escape successfully with lots of loot. And honestly, this is really ridiculous. I've got more than enough totems to last me until I start getting idols from the vaults themselves as relics. But I'm glad to have it. I don't plan on ever running a vault again without a totem. Or 3. In addition to creating the raid farm that we just saw, I've been a little busy here in the home area as well, creating some farms over here to help satisfy all those needs that the vaults are going to require. I put everything over here because it's really loud and annoying. So we got an auto chicken farm, we got a cow crusher, and a sheep farm. You know, basic standard stuff. Over here, got an etho hopper clock, and in that stone monstrosity, have a general mob farm with a few layers, and you know, it produces some things. Again, probably just good enough to get us started. I think I'll have to do something a little more advanced later on, but for right now, it's good enough. I made a fortune hoe for Ho-Chin so that we can get saplings more easily. The main goal is to find a mushroom island, I think. And there's a big ocean over by where we found the stronghold, so I think that's the right direction to go for now. The first thing I found after getting to the ocean is a savanna biome with acacia trees, and I didn't have any acacia trees, so I had to stop and collect some of the wood and some of the saplings. Then it was off to the desert, where I collected some cactus and some sand, and in the process I found a spider spawner, essentially right at the surface. I don't have any plans for it right now, but it's good to know that it's there just in case I need something. I also found the location of a mesa. I didn't go to the mesa this time, but if we ever need terracotta for the altar, I'll know where to go. Next, it was back to the ocean, trying to find that mushroom island, or maybe an ocean monument as well. The next thing I found, though, was a jungle biome, and I had to grab some cocoa seeds, some logs, and some jungle saplings as well. Additionally, when I was looking around for melons, I saw some diorite poking out from one of the hills, and I remembered that diorite is one of those things that only spawns in certain locations, jungle being one of them, of course. So I mined out the whole vein and got like 8 stacks of diorite from it. I don't need it right now, but again, I want to have some on hand in case that vault altar needs it. Then it was back to the ocean for some adventures with Drown, where I got more than one nautilus shell, which is going to be really cool because those can be kind of a pain. No tridents, however. Did a couple shipwrecks and then a couple buried treasures as well. There was also something on the map that looked like a village, but it was made out of stone and stuck out into the water. I decided I had to explore and see what that was. There was a big crater in the middle of it, and it looked like some combination of a village and an ocean ruins. In the end, there wasn't anything there, really. There was no mobs, no loot, no villagers. I'm not real sure what its purpose is for, but it was interesting to see anyway. Eventually, my time was up and I knew I had to start heading home. But on the way, I found a dark oak forest, which is another resource that I didn't have and was happy to find. I had to stop and collect some saplings and some mushrooms, of course. All right, well, now I think it's time to do a little exploring in the Nether. I've already been to the Nether, of course, and we went to one Nether fortress, and it was kind of crappy, honestly. I didn't like the biome it was in, etc., etc. So I have another fortress that I've marked on the map, and I think I want to go check it out, and maybe grind out a few wither skeleton skulls while I'm there. We'll see. Well, that was actually quite easy to get to. Man, this fortress just has blaze spawners all over the place. It's been driving me a little bonkers. Hey, got one of them. It's still a long way to go. Well, I think I'm kind of an idiot. I just went and checked out that nether fortress, and honestly, it looks like it's a good place to try to make a wither skeleton farm. It's going to take some time. I'm not really familiar with the design, but I spent a fair amount of time just running around, grinding wither skeletons and exploring that nether fortress, and I got 2 wither skeleton skulls. But I realized I do not have looting on my sword. After I lost everything, I never bothered to put it back on. Or, well, I never remembered to put it back on. So I probably would have had the 3rd wither skeleton skull already if I had only remembered or noticed that I didn't have looting and taking care of it, because I've got plenty of levels. So I'm just kind of an idiot. And that's the way things go. I'll have to try to go back another time. Oh, what the hell? I did not know that you could put a book down like this. This is weird. Wow. I had no clue. This is weird. All right, well, let's go back in now that I've got that looting situation taken care of on my sword. There we go. Wither skeleton skull. Ha! 3 and 4. Great. We got 4 plus the 2 back at base, so that's enough for 2 withers to be done. So I think that's a good time to call it quits. I've used a couple totems on this trip, and it's been a little more hairy than I anticipated. You think that's enough grinding for one episode? Well, I don't. I was a little busy digging in the mines down underneath my base. And, I've cleared out a pretty good area. It's been a really good haul, and look at this. 23 vault rocks recovered, as well as a whole host of ores from here. My original strategy was to make a hallway and mine out any veins of stone that I found. And I mined out quite a bit of things. It was a pretty easy thing to do, but the end result is I didn't find many vault rocks using this method, which surprised me quite a bit. So instead, I started digging out chunks. The game will generate between 0 and 1 vault rocks per chunk. And so with chunk borders on, you can see that inside each chunk is a small stone dirt pillar, which indicates that I've found a vault rock within this chunk. Clearly, sometimes I've had to mine out more than others, but I feel like this method is a little bit easier for me or better for me. I don't know. I enjoy it more anyway. It gives me a better sense of completion to know that I have found the vault rocks. And all of the vault rocks that I found in all of these cleared chunks was after I dug that big old long hallway. Now, it probably took me twice as long. I'm not really sure. But nevertheless, I'm happy with this approach. The last thing I think we need to do is go into the end and cheese these withers. Did you think I'd actually, fight the wither boss directly? No. I'm trying to play it safe here. I've already had a big setback. We're just going to go to the end and cheese it underneath the end gateway. I'm pretty sure I've got this all set up right. What this should do is the wither will stand up right here on the tip of this bottom rock here and stand up and then start suffocating in the pillar of bedrock, which is in the middle of the end gateway there. So I think I've got it all set up right. Yeah, I've double checked it. I think it's right. Oh, if it's right, this is going to be easy. If it's wrong, it's going to be bad. But let's give it a shot. Boom. Just in case. Okay, All right, he's trapped and suffocating a little bit at a time, but we can come in here and finish it off pretty quickly. Pretty easy. Nice. Nether star right there. Whew, I was a little worried about that. I mean, failure is always an option, to quote Adam Savage, and as demonstrated by me earlier. But we got another 3 skulls. Let's do this again. There we go. 2 nether stars. I said initially that I wasn't going to do this, but we're here, so I guess we might as well. The comments were generally supportive of the idea that this is not fair, but there were quite a few people that also said, it's not that hard either. And they're right, I mean, I did it. So it's time to just feed the altar and get it done with. Everything else is complete. There you go. Have your filthy nether star. You filthy animal. No, I want the crystal. And I'm going to do another one if I can't afford it. If this is another bad recipe, I might just scream. But let's see. Oh, well, wait, is that dandelions? No, sunflowers and netherwort. It's a bad recipe. I have yet to find a crimson forest in the nether, and I have yet to find sunflower plains in this overworld. The vault altar just doesn't like me. Well, that's a problem for tomorrow me. I guess for now, I'm signing off, saying it's been a good time. You know, I've gotten a lot of progress done, and quite honestly, we needed it. But I'm a little sick of the grind. I was hoping to knock out a couple vaults, but these recipes, man, they're tripping me up. They're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out.